What is going on, guys? It has been a freaking hot minute. I've just been so GD busy lately. It's been tough at the family biz, but I'm trying to get back into video making, some content making. We've been pretty active on my video game channel, which is at Cavs_arcade. All the links are in the description below. But other than that, I haven't really been doing much, so I apologize. I see your guys' recommendations. I appreciate them. Please leave them comment, drop them in the comments below. Something you want me to react to, whatever it may be. It could be new, old, whatever. Just drop it in the comments below. I will add it to the list. I'm hoping as we get to the end of the year, especially starting in 2026, I want to ramp it up a bit. So we're back at it with Samson. It is always a good day when Samson drops a video. It's not often, but I think that's a good thing because you kind of look forward to it. It's like a lot of bands that kind of get like they're releasing so many songs they get lost in the mix, but Samson sticks out and it's just like holy shit, this is gonna be a good day. So we did I lose? Oh, here it is. Immigration, and I can already see Obama as the first picture here. So I'm assuming he's back to doing political stuff because I think he took a break for a little while. But I'm ready for it, and we're gonna not waste too much time. Let's get right into it with a Cav Reacts. And there's nobody's favorite president, and here we go.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable,
Illegal.
especially those who may be dangerous. That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement
Sounds
resources
familiar.
on actual threats to our security.
I think real quick before we get into it, it was a great clip to play because you look up clips of Obama, Bill Clinton, especially I would say, and a lot of other Democrats, Senate, House. They all sound like Trump. They were all, we need deportations. We got to clean up our country. We have laws, and people respected the laws once upon a time. And now, I guess, because they found a way to rig the system, the census and voting and all that, the Democrats are like, wait a minute, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We got to backtrack all this. So that what you just heard Obama say and Bill Clinton, you look up, they'll never talk like that ever again because they realize that they can use illegals to rig the system. And it is interesting. Once upon a time, they would wholeheartedly agree with Trump. Maybe a little TDS is being thrown in there as well, because the whole thing with TDS is anything that Trump says, they just say the opposite. Trump breathes, they're going to hold their breath, It's going to be fire.
If you're illegal, we don't fucking want you here. I don't care if you're brown or if you got blonde hair. I don't care what color you are, it's all the same. If you're as white as Elon or dark as Cobby Lane, you do it legal. And if you don't, get the fuck out. Rules keep our lives civilized, otherwise we bug out. If we don't vet citizens at the entrances, and it's a recipe for disaster. We can't just let anyone in, that's crazy. They ain't just grabbing random people. They ain't just driving around and packing vans with Latinos. This ain't a haphazard attack on the Latin scene. It's cracking down on those who came through a passage that was illegal. I don't see the issue, and most Mexicans don't either. It's always the younger crowd that's acting so eager. So
just real quick, and we will stop it a few times because of copyright and stuff. I can't just simply play the song. Some people don't seem to understand that, and they're like, "You stopped it." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm not going to play the entire song without saying something. I would, my channel is going to get taken down, or the video at least." But what I wanted to say was that what he just said was, we're not just taking, people who have brown skin. It is illegals, and Democrats are very clever with their wording. They always say undocumented, or they say they don't even say undocumented anymore. They just say immigrants. Oh, Republicans have a problem with immigrants. It's like we don't have a problem with immigrants. Many of us came. My great grandmother, who thankfully I got to know for many years before she passed, came here from Italy, Sicily to be specific. A lot of us have family members who came from other places. That's what America is, the great melting pot. We get that, but they were legal immigrants. There's illegal and legal. Democrats want to trip you up with the wording, but just don't let them. You just gotta fight. You gotta fight because they're really good with the language. Democrats a lot better than Republicans, but Just got to get on the ball.
Isn't this a recipe for disaster? We can't just let anyone in, that's crazy. They ain't just grabbing random people. They ain't just driving around and packing vans with Latinos. This ain't a haphazard attack on the Latin scene. It's cracking down on those who came through a passage that was illegal. I don't see the issue, and most Mexicans don't either. It's always the younger crowd that's acting so eager. So fuck the kids, ask the parents what they see. If they're immigrants, I almost guarantee they disagree. See, there's no one more proud in this country than those who came to it and did it the legal way and made dough, retain the shit. Then they turn around and see this protest nonsense. All these posters for folks who didn't go through the process. My father-in-law came to this country with nothing, no money to his name, turned nothing to something. And when he sees these videos of all the sudden destruction, he looks me in the eyes and tells me that he's fucking disgusted. You'll never see him in that crowd.
That's right. No one's more disgusted with the illegals pouring through than legal immigrants. You know, my friend's wife comes from China, and it's what she had to go through was hell. It was crazy. The system definitely needs to be a little better, you know, thorough, clean. But I mean, someone like her, what she had to do was wild. But anyways, they see this and be like, I went through all the process and all these steps, and they walk right through. And you go to places like New York, and they're handing out like prepaid debit cards to illegals and all these benefits and everything. They get everything handed to them on a silver platter for breaking the law. Nothing pisses. Nobody's more pissed off about illegals than legal immigrants. Look at some of these man on the street videos that a lot of these people are doing, uploading on YouTube and stuff. Go watch them. You'll see all these legal immigrants pissed at it.
Almost guarantee they disagree. See, there's no one more proud in this country than those who came to it and did it the legal way and made dough and attained the shit. Then they turn around and see this protest nonsense. All these posters for folks who didn't go through the process. My father-in-law came to this country with nothing, no money to his name, turned nothing to something. And when he sees these videos of all the sudden destruction, he looks me in the eyes and tells me that he's fucking disgusted. You'll never see him in that crowd.
His flows are always so good.
Kids holding up fuck ice signs, but they don't know what they did. They don't even know who the hell was detained, and if you asked them, I bet they couldn't even tell you their names. It's fucking insane. There's no sense to be had, no thought whatsoever, no direction or path. If you're protesting being sent back to your country, then why the fuck would you be holding up the Mexican flag? Explain it to me, cause really it doesn't make any sense to me. Who's the enemy? Your movement perplexes me. That's like breaking out of prison and going straight to the street and holding up a picket sign for the penitentiary. You know, I always been a firm believer in statistics. I always thought the numbers that you see are realistic, but I don't know. After the riots in LA, I think the unemployment rate is way higher than they say. Look at you fucks. Good heavens, Pete's sake. Y'all been out in these streets now for several weeks, man. Y'all just doing it to do it. You don't even care that much. You ain't doing it for the cause. You just there to tear shit up. And what the fuck's with all the white people up in the mix? My people always gotta have something to fix. Did you ever think for one split second they don't want you there and you're just getting in the way of what they're trying to accomplish here? Don't worry, you don't have to face it alone. If there's a racial issue, we'll make it our own. You think screaming at the cops at the top of your lungs is gonna make them have a change of heart and drop all their guns? Like a scrawny little long-haired bony fucking white dude is gonna say some profound shit to an ICE agent, and it's gonna make him change his mind about his occupation. Like, you know what? You're right, this is racist.
I'll get you a job.
Oh, okay.
I can get you a job. I can get you a good paying job. I can get you a good paying job. Guns don't belong here. Put the gun down. I'll get you a job. You're fucking hired. Please.
Homeless.
Now look,
like what when he's talking about the unemployment rate, he feels like it's higher. It's like, what do these people do all day? I mean, there's always there's some good accounts on X that follow these people. They do like cell phone pinging and tracking, and see that a lot of these same people arrive at these same protests. You get these big trucks showing up with pre-made signs all ready to go. Even like during like the George Floyd riots, there's these pallets of bricks that clearly somebody was delivering, paying those truck drivers, making those signs, all that. Somebody's funding it. A lot of people say George Soros. I'm not saying that, but some people say that. Somebody's funding it because it costs money. And these protesters have to be getting paid. They have to be getting paid. I mean, or they're just full-blown retarded. They're homeless, and this is just what they do with their lives. Like that guy definitely looked like he was probably homeless, looking for a crack rock or something like that. Maybe got a couple of bucks from some kind of Democrat shadowy figure. Something's definitely weird with the protest. There's something weird going on. These aren't genuine people. There's definitely something deeper to this.
You're fucking hired. Please, man.
Now look, I ain't heartless. I know that there's a lot of anger and pain this causes. There's a lot of people that did no harm at all. But you gotta understand, dog, the law is the law. And breaking it with good intentions doesn't make it right. You ain't exempt from the consequences. You gotta pay the price. You should have thought twice before you did what you shouldn't. But I'm willing to bet that you knew the risk and you took it. And that's the problem. Why you came here in the first place. The fear of getting caught wasn't as worse as your birthplace. Just food for thought. Instead of trying to elude the law, maybe you should all be trying to solve the root cause. Why is it our duty to adjust our immigration? We ain't the ones to blame for the function of your nation. Instead of coming here and telling us we need to change, how about you try to start a movement in the country that you came from? I know what you're gonna say, that's a hard sell. Corruption in the government and plus the cartel, those are big issues, something we need to sift and get through. And I'd be more than happy if we helped fix it with you, but not like this. Not by taking down our borders, but by giving you what you need so you can salvage yours. Military support and economic assistance to go to war with the forces that's threatening y'all's existence. It wouldn't be that hard for us to chisel off a piece. Look up a chart, dog. I mean, we've almost given y'all the least. So fuck it, we're already stuck in debt with trillions. So what's it gonna hurt to spend a couple extra billion? Shit, in my eyes, helping our neighbors is critical. I'd rather give you residuals than Ukraine and Israel. We've given them hundreds of billions of dollars each. And you know how much we've given y'all? 3. I ain't saying that you need it or to beg us for it. I'm just saying that we spend a lot and we could lend support. I'm all for helping out the country to the south of us, but politicians never put their money where their mouth is. They always say they care, but they never give a fuck. They just put a band-aid on the cut, but never stitch it up. Even if you make it here, it doesn't change the fact that the rest of your nation remains in chains and trapped. The Mexicans I talk to love their country deeply, even though growing up in that bitch wasn't easy. They're grateful for the opportunity that we provide, but they remember where they came from and they love to see it thrive. So while you're protesting, put that on your piece of paper. You want the US to help you make your country safer, but until then, if you're illegal, you can leave here. You don't want them there, and we don't want them here either.
Damn. Oh! We will link his video in the description. Go support him, guys. He's a good man. Yeah, he was flowing at the end, so I didn't want to interrupt it, even though there were some things I wanted to say. I mean, holy crap. No matter what song he does, whether it's political or non-political, he's one of the best, probably currently the most underrated rapper out there right now. It's crazy, all these like super popular rappers that are topping the charts and are super and they're not nearly as good, not even a fraction of what he has in talent. It is wild. I hope he gets his dues, and I hope he gets his name out there one day to really break it big, because he has talent. That is pure raw talent. Whether you agree with what he's saying or not, can't deny the talent. The one thing I will say when he talks about them coming from broken countries and coming over here, saying instead of fixing your country, coming over here, and that's one of the problems. Even with legal immigration, I mean, we have a lot of people coming into our country, a lot from India, too many from India, who are bringing their horrible values from their shithole countries and bring it to America. They don't love America. They don't want to love America. They don't want to know America. They don't want to get to know America. They don't want our values or anything. They want to just corrupt it and they want to erase it. And that is a problem, even for illegal immigration. We only want people here who love our country, who respect our laws, our Constitution. We don't want people here bringing your third world shithole values from your shithole countries and messing up our great country, the greatest country in existence that's ever existed. We are the best. Everyone's like, people, Americans shouldn't say we're number one. We are the best. Where else? Everybody's coming here. Everybody's coming here. They want to come here because we are the best. We're better than the rest of them. If that were untrue, we wouldn't have any kind of immigration problem at all, because nobody would want to come here. But it's a land opportunity, and look, it's great to have people who are legally coming here, but we don't want you bringing your horrible values and your views from your... No, when you come here, you become an American. And you respect our laws, our Constitution. You are an American. You're not whatever you were. That's the problem. We got a lot of people that don't want to. Like I just said, they want to erase it. They want to bring their culture over here. You have some of the Somalian, people running in Congress and stuff. That one guy, you guys know, I'll post it in the link. I can't think of his name. But a politician saying pretty much he wants to erase American values. He wants to bring his home country over to here. We don't want that. No. When you come here, you're American. And if you don't like that, you don't want that, then you don't come here. We don't want you here. And Trump, no human being's perfect. There's no human being in existence you're going to agree with 100% of the time. But he's been perfect on immigration. We've had 0 crossings for 2 months in a row now. August is almost ending. I would like to see the numbers. I guarantee you it's probably 0 again. We never seen anything like this. We had tens of... Who knows what the real number is? It's probably something we'll never even know. 20, 30 million illegals crossing under Biden. 0 under Trump. This is wild. He's doing such a good job with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. Like and subscribe if you want to support the video. It does go a long way. And yeah, this was a fun one. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Drop it in there below. My social media is linked in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next time. God bless y'all.